through a friend, or I met Alex through a friend, and we started playing music together. And you know, one thing led to another, and after about less than a year, we kind of were branched off into the beginning of this thing called Beach House, which then became Beach House when we officially termed it so through a conversation that involved discussing where our music would take place, or like not in, but like the world, or the feelings, or the images and stuff. And several conversations later, you know, the words beach house just get blurted out. That's kind of, you know, it's like it's just a blurb.
It's a casual blurt.
That becomes,
really.
As it gets said, becomes more, it's so simple that it makes sense. So it flatters the music, or what's the word? It complements it somehow because it's simple. It's a compound noun, pretty much. It's just a solid object. It's better than being like psychedelic. You know, you could go with a bunch of words, but we just decided on those two. It just felt right.
It was Beach House or Journey were our two options.
In all kinds of weather, if not now, not ever. Please do not go. Heads over your eyes, in all of your sights. This is the right time for the game we play. In all kinds of weather, if not now, not ever. This is the right time for a holiday.
It's still the same as it was on the record, except we've like added the extra layer of live drums because it like makes the songs come alive more, not so much like a static wall, more like visceral.
But there are live drums on the record, so it's not something like completely new. It's new, but it's not. Like, there's live drums on the record. There's both, right?
Yeah.
It's tape, and there's live, so it's a blend. So it's like I was saying inside an oral trick.
Hallucination.
It's a blend, like, so you'll oh, what's that? Is that a tape? Is that a real? But live, it's just energy. It's good.
It's trip. It's trippy, right?
I don't know.
It's trippy.
It's not time for a while. You can't smile. Lay your head in the arms of old nation. Lay your head in the air. Take your time, get settled down. Hold your breath 'cause you're good at nothing. Take your time,
Yeah, I mean, I think it's just we went on tour with the first album and we played those songs a million times and they just felt totally static. And when we went home and started writing, we just didn't want things to feel that static. So everything kind of came to life more. Everything became more intense and visceral and less of a wall.
with the
we never wanted to record anything we couldn't play live. You know, it's like we didn't let it limit us. Like, so, you know, if you really wanted something, we would do it. But like, you know, we just, I think it's just a natural limit that we already feel anyway. Like, we don't, music doesn't sound good when it's like, you know, like ELO, you know, like Mr. Blue Sky. Like,
Doesn't
you would
it?
need like, I mean, it sounds good, but you would need like,
Well, live it would be really crazy.
right, like you would need like 6,000 like microwaves to make that work live or something. I don't even know how you do
6,000 microwaves.
it. You know, like,
And like, I like a crystal harmonic orchestra.
Cross all your hands, one finger at a time. I'll be fine, enough that you savages.
I definitely think that the third album will be. Yeah, actually, I can't even tell.
I don't know. We've contemplated like varied instrumentation, also like potentially like, you know, switching up like instruments, like me playing different things. So we're playing with the idea, you know,
But
of
a lot-
just
yeah.
loosening up like space and stuff like that.
But there's always just like natural balances too. Like when we make music, the things we like are the things we like. Like I think the reason we've never used acoustic guitar is because it just doesn't feel right for anything that we're writing. You know, so like we did it in that cab because that's all we could use. But like we would never make a song for an album that sounded like that. because that's
Unless
not-
it was absolutely right where you want it, but it just hasn't worked
Right,
so
it's
far.
just, so it's like acoustic guitar just doesn't like even live in our music.
This heart will find your legacy in the parting of our ways. It never happened anyway.
But also we're coming back East Coast of America and doing this vegetable oil bus 61 person from Baltimore mega tour called the Round Robin Tour with like 15 bands.
61 people.
61 people, but the idea is that it's like 8 bands a night and everyone plays one song at a time. You set up 8 stages, you go around and do one song at a time. So we're doing that tour on the East Coast. And that's going to be really amazing. So that's our fall.
It's gonna be stinky. I'm just kidding.
Cry all the time, 'cause I'm not having fun. You always want to be forgiven. The devil does what she wears your blame. Oh, you're alone. She will not call me your home. I feel like being naked. I feel like putting my clothes back on. Tequila shots for.
We even live in
Oh,
that
can we
life.
just say something really quickly? We've just learned in like the last 2 days that burgers, like everyone wants,
They're huge.
everyone wants to be the one
Here,
that says
aren't
that
they?
they have the best burger. But like the burger we had in Brisbane last night was terrible. But the burger we just had next door was good. Interesting.
True story.
We eat burgers and fly.
Yeah. We just fly around and eat burgers. And say more reverb to the sound guy.
Yeah, like more reverb.
3 things each day. Flying,
Burgers,
ask
reverb.
for more reverb.
That's awesome.
And then
Do a little homework, then go to bed.